What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I created these Valentine notebook Valentine's Day nails. I love the way these came out. I feel like this is one of my best Valentine's Day sets so far. I'm going to be using some gel polishes from the Madam Glam Valentine's Day collection called Magnetic Love. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the tutorial first. We'll get into the polishes later on when I do the nail art, but right now I'm going to be building up my nails in preparation to do the nail art. I'm going to be doing a polygel base for this set. I know how you guys love polygel, so I figured I would do a little bit of both here and there, polygel and acrylic, to make everyone happy. So I went ahead and dehydrated my nails with isopropyl alcohol off camera, and then I applied 2 coats of Young Nails Protein Bond for my primer, and I'm going in with a clear gel based coat over my entire nail bed to prep my nails for the polygel, to give the polygel something to grip onto so that I don't get lifting. I'm putting it over this pink fiberglass base gel that I have on my nails. I use that to kind of like protect my nails in between changing my nails, because I change my nails so much it kind of like just prevents me from filing down to my natural nails. And I also really like these fiberglass rubber bases from Madam Glam because they help to strengthen your nails if you have like weak nails and stuff. My nails are kind of like weak, so it helps to like strengthen them, and it's like really good for your nails. So you should definitely check them out if you do gel nails a lot. It would really help to like keep your nails strengthened and healthy. So the color that I'm going to be using to build up my nails is this really pretty like pink shade from Beetles, but it has a slight shimmer in it. I felt like it would be a really cute nail bed shade since I'm going to be doing French nails later on. It's basically like a nude pink with a little bit of shimmer. I'm going in with 1 layer of this polygel on each nail. I am going to be flash curing my nails to make sure that I don't mess them up or anything like that, because as we all know, I have a tendency to do that sometimes. So I'm going to just squeeze the polygel out on my nails, and usually the rounded end I always leave up by the nail bed to build my apex. So when I start patting the polygel in place, I always pat it around the cuticle first, get it nice and thin around the cuticle so I barely have any filing to do later on around the cuticle area. And then I pat the polygel onto the nail bed to build the apex, and then I just like pat the rest sidewall to sidewall all the way down the nail. Then I take a look at the nail from the side and stuff to smooth out any like dips in the nail or anything before I cure in the lamp. And I always pat the sides and the tips of the nail to keep the shape. Doing this will help later on, so you don't have to do like all this crazy filing to your nails. You'll basically just have to go in with like a sanding band really quick and just kind of like even out the nails, and you're pretty much done, especially when you pat the polygel really thin around the cuticle area. So I'm basically just going to repeat the same steps on all of the nails. If you want to do polygel in 1 layer on long nails, you need to make sure that you add enough. Sometimes I add a little bit extra, and if I do, I just kind of remove it with the other end of my polygel brush. But that's a good thing about gel. You can kind of like, you know, take a look at your nail and get it shaped how you want it without having to worry about it drying too fast like acrylic. So that's what I do, and I always make sure to wipe around the cuticle area as well before I cure it in the lamp. Alright, so now that the base on the nails is done, I'm going to go ahead and start shaping them up now. I always start by debulking my nails, so I'm going to use a 180 sanding band since I'm doing polygel, and polygel files down really fast. I did cleanse the tacky layer of gel off of my nails with isopropyl alcohol off camera, and I always start around the cuticle area when I'm filing. Like I mentioned earlier, if you apply it thin around the cuticle area and you pretty much like shape your nails very well when you're doing your application, you'll barely have any filing to do. So I kind of just go around the cuticle area really quick just to, like, you know, seal it, make everything nice and seamless. Then I'm basically just kind of like filing side to side down the nail to even the nails out overall, because you can't always get it like too perfect when you're doing your application. I'll also file along the sidewalls to make sure they're even on both sides. The sidewalls should always be the thinnest part of your nail, but you still do want product on them. You need the little hill for your apex and then some thickness on the free edge of your nails. And I always file underneath the nails, and I do kind of like pre-shape the nails with the drill as well. But it really doesn't take long if you take that little bit of extra time with your application process. Now that I'm done debulking my nails, I'm going to go in with my 100/180 grit hand file and go ahead and shape up the nails. I'm doing a long square for this set, so I'm holding my file straight and filing along the sides of the nails, and I kind of just alternate sides until I'm satisfied with how the shape looks. And then to file the free edge of the nail and get a nice straight free edge, I hold my file at a slight angle and file straight across. And I also do it by holding my file and filing up and down. Sometimes I do also file over the surface of the nail to further perfect the shape if I feel like I missed a spot with the drill. And when I'm done filing my nails, I buff over the entire surface of the nails and underneath the nails to smooth out the nails and also to get rid of any scratches before I go ahead and do my nail art on top of them.
Ringy.
So this is the Madam Glam Magnetic Love collection that I'm going to be using to create my set. It consists of 4 flash glittery cat eye gels and 4 cream gels. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the colors really quick. The swatch is at the top of the bottle. So this first one is kind of like a purplish cat eye gel. It's called Moonlit Romance. It's really pretty. Then we have another cat eye gel. This one is called Sparkly Heart. This one is more like a magenta pinkish purple color. I really love this as well. These cat eye gels are so freaking pretty. The next one is a cream gel. It's called Sweetheart. It's a very pale pink. It almost looks white, but it does have like a pink hue to it. Next is another cat eye gel. This one is Hot Pink. This is one of my favorites, of course. I love pink gel polishes, especially cat eye gels like this. I definitely use this one on my nails. It's super pretty. This next one is a very light pale baby blue. It's a cream gel called Blue Passion. When I saw this color, I immediately thought of the Valentine notebook nails, so I decided to use these for that reason, because they reminded me of those type of nails. And then the next one is also a cream gel. It's called Cupid's Kiss. It's like a reddish pink. Really love that color as well. Then we have another pink cream gel. This one is called Juliets Vow. These are also 15 milliliter, by the way, if you guys aren't familiar with Madam Glam. They're also vegan, cruelty free, 21 free, and HEMA free. And then the last one is also a cat eye gel. It's a blue color, like an icy blue. It's called Icy Touch. This one is fire as well. I also use this one on my nails. I'm also going to be using some gels that aren't from the collection just to kind of complete the look, but I did use a lot of the colors from the collection. I'm going to go ahead and use my detail brush to start painting the French on these 2 nails. These 2 nails are going to be like the notebook nails. I'm using a color that's not from the collection to do this. I'm using Madam Glam Bold White. This is my favorite white gel polish. This one I feel like is even better than the Perfect White because it's really pigmented, way more pigmented than that one. You literally only need 1 coat no matter how long your nails are. This is like the best white gel polish I've ever used. As you can see, 1 coat, it's full coverage. So what I do is kind of like outline how I want the smile line with my detail brush, fill in the tip with the polish brush out of the bottle, then go back in with the detail brush and get the sides and kind of just neaten up my smile line before I go ahead and cure. Next, I'm going to be using that light pale blue shade from the collection called Blue Passion to paint the notebook lines. So I basically start by making 4 lines and then drawing the rest of the lines in between. I feel like it comes out really neat this way. You basically just start from one side of the nail and drag your brush to the other side. But doing the 4 like spaced out lines works out pretty good, because then when you go in with the lines in between, it really looks like notebook paper, and it just helps like with mapping everything out. And then I make like little lines going up the side to make everything come together. My camera died, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this nail. I actually started doing my nail art on top of the notebook design before I drew the red line going up the side like how it is on actual notebook paper, and then I caught myself before I did the rest and I drew the red line like after the fact. But yeah, make sure you go ahead and do that first to avoid the extra trouble.
Greeny. Greeny.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start painting the tic-tac-toe design. I'm going to be using Madam Glam Perfect Black to do that. Like I mentioned earlier, it's best to draw the red line going up the side because I kind of had to like work in between it and trace over the parts that I went over the black with the black, and it was a little bit of a pain. So just make sure you do that first. So I'm drawing the tic-tac-toe like grid, and then I'm going to go ahead and cure. And here's where I realized that I needed to add the red line, so I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. I'm going to be using this red gel polish from Madam Glam called Hardcoeur.
Greeny.
And while I have the Madam Glam Perfect Black Gel Polish still on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and paint the X's and O on this nail.
Greeny.
Okay, so now that that's cured, I'm gonna go ahead and start painting the X's and O like hearts onto the tic-tac-toe grid. Originally, I used cream gel polishes, like plain ones, to do this, but I did go over the X's and O's hearts with glitter gel polishes because I felt like it went better with the set since I was using the cat eye for French on some of the nails. Right now, I'm just doing the X's and like heart O's with the pink called Juliets Vow and the red color called Cupid's Kiss from the collection. But later on off camera, I did go over the pink X's with Love's Abyss, which is a cat eye gel polish from the collection, and then this red glitter gel from Nail Reserve LA called City of Love. I feel like it just looked better after I did that. On this nail, I'm going to be painting some lips with that red shade called Cupid's Kiss, but I also do go over this later on with that red glitter gel polish from Nail Reserve called City of Love. To draw the lips, I start by making an M shape and kind of like filling it in at the top. Then I make a U shape at the bottom and fill it in for the lips. I also am going to be doing a pink X's and O on this nail with that shade called Juliets Vow, and again I did go over that with glitter off camera, that same glitter called Love's Abyss from the Valentine collection.
Greeny.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start painting the French on this nail with the pink cat eye gel called Love's Abyss. This is that same pink that I kind of like traced over all of the pink nail art with, just to kind of like tie everything together, because as you can see, without the glitter on it, everything just looks like blah and kind of dull. But once I put the glitter over the nail art, I feel like it really pops. So before I cure in the lamp, I'm gonna do the cat eye on this nail. I'm gonna use my 5-way cat eye magnet, use a rounded end, and run the magnet up each side a couple times to shift the pigments to the middle, so you can really see that silvery pinkish color shift in the middle of the nail. And I'm gonna go ahead and cure. I did go ahead and do the other French off camera because I was way out of frame, and I do apologize for that. My camera kind of like went down without me realizing it, so I was just kind of recording, but I did catch the parts that I left in, so you can still see. And I'm going to be doing X's and O's on these two nails.
Ringy.
Alright, so I went ahead and traced over all of the nail art with the glitter gel polishes that I told you guys about off camera, and now I'm going to go ahead and just add some heart nail charms to my nails to complete the look and top coat all of them with some gel top coat. But as you can see with the glitter over the nail art, it looks way better. Like everything popped way more. It was super pretty. I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.
Ringy. Ringy.